Yes, but
he's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the
playing my favorite team. Cincinnati's not my team, but the Eagles are. But I'm trying to play other teams.
I'm wondering.
Already did the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills. Now I'm doing this one. My next team is going to be the San Francisco 49ers. And touchdown. Not in my house, not.
Are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Come on.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes it
No.
and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Hurts. Over the gets it. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Oh, you know.
His own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals set to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go play action with Burrow. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. This is Brown going up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Samaje Perine, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Hurts.
He's changing.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Nothing on that one, it'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 5. And an Eagle first down.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. It's a close game here early on. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw again. Open man has got it, the tight end. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first.
Why are you changing like that? Come on.
Dallas Goedert, a 7-yard touchdown. touchdown ground. And the Eagles are once again back in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Bengals offense returns to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart, pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now it's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Samaje Perine, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. That one complete out to Dotson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
180.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Philadelphia.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. A short one there, caught by Granson. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. In motion left comes Brown. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. this will lead to 4th down. On is the punter. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On one, ready?
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here we go. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Come on.
The Eagles get there for the sack.
On one, ready?
A loss of 4 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down.
Stop.
Now Burrow.
Nope.
Who's going to have the hook up here to Chase? The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
180. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
On one, ready?
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
11.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Bourne coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Burrow will throw.
Come on, catch the ball!
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, change the field position for them. Imagine it.
Man, my controller is singlet.
Your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. A first carry for Samaje Perine. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Now it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, 28 yards. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better...
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Number 88, Dallas Goedert. A gain of 17 yards.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw.
Why you keep changing?
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
3 and out.
Yo, come on!
Davis now to return it. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
11, here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll try to pick it up himself. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards to go, second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And that one too wide and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst part.
Hurts fumbles it.
Finally.
The lineman on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we have.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals lead. Andre Yoshibats, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals will extend their third quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Might have to do this.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the Bengals grab it.
He was out. He was out.
I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game.
I can't challenge it either.
To win the game.
Here we go.
The drive starts with a handoff to P-Ryan. Up and over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 26 yards. And the Bengals are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
42. Eagles 17. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
All right, ladies and gents, I had to pause this. I will be back on later. All right, ladies and gents, I had to pause this. I will be back on later.